So if you're cruising but you can't handle the motion, I mean, there's some rough sea days. We're here going to Alaska, and oh my God, they even closed the running track on 15 due to bad weather. Stuff's blowing, and oh man, you're going to get that feeling. If you're susceptible to that, there's a lot of over-the-counter remedies. We're talking Dramamine, bonine, and even Pepto-Bismol. Pepto-Bismol came out with one now called meclizine. Meclizine, I think that's how you say it. They all have the same active ingredient, and there are some side effects, but I mean, it's better than being better than being seasick. And there's just this band. We'll talk about ginger and the patch as well in this video. So the first one is the meclizine. I hope I'm saying that right. So it's about 20 milligrams. So there are some side effects to it that we'll mention in a second here. And basically, you take one of these guys, and it's supposed to calm your symptoms like nausea and stops dizziness and vomiting. Does it work? I don't know. There's some side effects. You got dry mouth, and some people have some other issues as well. So you really need to test these things before you go on a trip and before you assume it's just going to stop everything. They're tiny little tablets, which is nice. A lot of people can't handle the big tablets. So these guys are little. You can just hide them in your food or whatever. And then there's ginger. People swear by this ginger. It has never worked for me, but neither has Dramamine or bonine. And these are huge. These are like horse tablets. And basically, it's just ginger, like crushed ginger in a caplet, and they're huge. And people say they've used this for centuries. And for some people, they swear it works. It might be a placebo. Whatever works for you, I don't care. And here's how they come. They're in this giant thing. You can actually take real ginger, too. Some people opt for the natural ginger, but this is a lot more concentrated, so you're going to get a lot more ginger. And some people put ginger in the tea. You actually open one of these caplets and dump it into your favorite beverage. It tastes a little wonky, but hey, man, if this works for you, I'm all about that. Again, it didn't work for me. I've tried this. I've tried the green apples. All the natural remedies just didn't do it for me. And then there's these pressure bands. Now, the theory is that you find the spot on your wrist. This doesn't work for me either, but a lot of people say it does work for them. And it has an instruction manual. You have to put both of these on. You find the special spot on your wrist, and it applies pressure to it, which sends a signal to your brain saying, hey, everything's okay. You're not really moving. Don't get nauseous. Everything is under control. So you use your fingers to find that spot and put both of these wristbands on your wrist with that little nub pointing kind of inwards. It can be kind of scratchy, and some people find minor annoyance, especially if you're active. This is rubbing on you all the time. So that is a potential side effect. But other than that, this is really no real side effects if you're not taking drugs. So if you don't want to put anything inside your system, if you're afraid of that, this might be a good remedy, a good solution, a good alternative for you. Again, hit or miss. Didn't work for me. Maybe it works for you. I've talked to some people who swear by these things. They have real strong ones. Some people use copper. I don't know. This is the only thing. This is prescription only. It's called scopolamine. And it works for me. Again, you have to get a prescription here in the United States from your doctor. And it's a very slow release. It's actually given by a patch. And it just, over about 3 days, it releases a tiny bit every day. But just enough to convince your body that you don't need to get motion sick. And this thing has been phenomenal for me. It was really the only thing that worked for me. And if you're extremely motion sick, people use this in cars and amusement park rides. I've heard people use this to counteract nausea during other things. But talk to your doctor first. Make sure you have a physical and there's no contraindications or allergic reactions. Basically, it's an adhesive patch, and the drug is in this patch. It's a slow release. You put it behind your ear. And if you have long hair, nobody can see it. It's kind of cool. If you have short hair, everybody's going to look, oh, you got a patch. But if you're a woman or if you have long hair, if you wear a hat, you can kind of hide it there. Nobody ever knows it's there. Here's some of the side effects. I advise you to look them up. Talk to your primary physician before you choose on any of these things. And definitely test before you go if you can. So you can enjoy cruising and traveling as much as we do. Hope this helped. Hit that like and subscribe button. And hope you enjoy your next cruise without any motion sickness whatsoever.